Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a little story about how powerful, how magnificent the power of God is. Yes, you heard me. How magnificent, how powerful the power of God is. I was minding my business, doing my work in my office. This many years ago. Yes, I like to tell stories. When you're old enough, you have stories to tell. I was upstairs working, minding my business, me one in the office working. And they were told to bring a prisoner upstairs to use the bathroom instead of taking the prisoner over all the way back to Central Police Station. And of course, with a prisoner, the police have to be there and handcuff him and stuff like that, so he'll be able to use the bathroom. They have to stand outside the bathroom door. So they can't run out because when they do something like that, they let the person, the other police to the door know, so that door is automatically locked and there's no way to escape. And the police came by my office, what is right across the way from the bathroom. Like not opposite it, it's like adjacent to it, like just a step over. Not right on the side, but just a step or far enough from the bathroom, but right there. And the police is waiting for him to come out. Only one person could go in the bathroom. If a prisoner in there, that's only the prisoner. And that's why they allowed him. The judge allowed him to use that bathroom. Yes, the judge have to give the okay. And when the prisoner came out the bathroom, the prisoner see the police waiting by my office door. Yes, it's always open. And the police was talking to me. And the prisoner came over being nosy, looking in the office. And because I've been working many years and dealing with a lot of them, and yes, I help a lot of them be pleasant always to them and kind and helpful. He said, Miss Knowles, how you doing? I can't remember him from the man in the moon, but people remember you and for what you do for them when you do good and helpful and kind to them. You mightn't remember them, but people remember you. Let's get that out of the way. I couldn't remember him from the man in the moon, but he remembered me and my name. I said, I'm right here. He said, man, come with something before they camera down. So I said, give you something. I gave him a Bible. I had must put 30 Bible around me. And I said, here, take one of these Bibles. He said, okay. Now, this person used to come to court for serious offenses. Armed robbery. That's his forte. Love armed robbery. I don't know where he's getting the gun from. I don't know nothing about that. I couldn't tell you about the man in the moon, but I could tell you he loved that every time you see him log on armed robbery. He had all kinds of cases of armed robbery. Okay? And he was already serving time for armed robbery and still answering the case for armed robbery. That's how much armed robbery he used to do. And he never used to rob with no knife, because robbing with a knife is armed robbery too. He used to like do with gun. So they wasn't ready for them yet because the other police was signaling to say they ready for him. So he was standing right there. And I had a most wanted poster that I get it came from the FBI, them headquarters. It's a most wanted poster, and the offering of the poster was $5 million. Okay, for the person on the poster. So I say, since you like guns so much, why don't you offer yourself? I could set it up with you and the FBI them where you could go and help manhunt for this man and catch him. And you'll make yourself proud, you'll make your family proud, you'll make your community you come from proud, and you'll make the country proud because you'll be the first one who helped hunt down this man and get him. And then on top of that, you can get a $5 million bonus, making you rich, don't have to ever go rob nobody no more. He said, you think I fool Miss Knowles? You think I fool You think when that man see me come, me take one look at my eye, kill me, say, I as rob people who don't got no gun. Say, them kind of people got many guns. I ain't trying to fool with them. I say, now you think that person was foolish? Even the police all are laughing. Because I was like, my God, I thought I heard it all. I thought I heard it all, but apparently I didn't. You hear what he told me? He's robbed people who don't got no gun and nothing to fight back with. He ain't going to go hunt nobody down, even if it's $500 million. Even though the offering was $5 million, he ain't going to help hunt nobody down because the first thing that man look in the eye and see him coming in and kill him long time on the spot. I said, cause that man got gun. You ever hear that? So if y'all think a thief fool, you better think again. They don't fool with people who they know will get them. They always fool with people they know who they can get over. So in case if you thought they was foolish, think again. Now that's one part of the story, right? The part where I didn't give him the Bible, and this dude was already serving time. He coming to court for other matters where he had so much matters. This like 3 years after this event. I was out and about. Anyone know me? I don't sit in my office. I walk my own teams over. When you have teams that need to go from one area to the next, I walk them to one area to the next and one court to the next. You can't stay one place illegal if your time is of everything and you got to get things out. I ain't lazy. My hand ain't broke. The blind trying to see and the deaf trying to hear. I get up and walk and do what I have to do. Anyone know me? I'm a stellar employee. I don't wait for no one to do nothing for me. I do things right away, deal with it right away. Well, I was about to be walking from Supreme Court to go to another area that I had to go to take some of matters of importance. Okay? And I was passing there the prisoner bus, because you know they have 2 prisoner bus. One is go early when the people who early then finish with. And then the last set is the last bus, maybe for 5 o'clock or so, or just before, when all the last set of people finish with. So this was like the early bus. Anyone know me? I hardly take lunch either. I be working and snacking and working the same time. I hardly ever take lunch either. Let's put that there. Because the work is so dire. You can't really get out to go get lunch. And not only that, I ain't got no money to go be buying no lunch. Let's put that there too. I ain't no shame in my game. Because I want something in life when you can't take your money and spend it and you ain't making nothing yellow like that. And let me tell you something. When I was passing, say, Miss Knowles. I say, who that? This the prisoner in the prison bus. She could hardly see them, but they sure could see you. And he called his name. I only remember the names. When you deal with them over and over, you remember the names. You can't really remember their faces like that because you deal with so much of them. And guess what? Sometimes you don't always see them either because you're just dealing with a lot of documents in the front of you. And they remember you though. Once you do good to people, they remember you. When you do bad, they remember you for that too. So that's why it's important to know how you treat others. You know what he said to me? He said, Miss Knowles, I can come back to court tomorrow. I coming to see you. So guess what? The next day the man did come back to court when he came down from prison. And he did came and asked the police to see me because he had to come right back in my Supreme Court. And he asked the judge to please send me 1 minute. He has something important and the police bring him up. They don't usually allow that, but then because they know the nature of my work, the type of work I does, they allow that incident like that. And he said, Miss Knowles, give me a Bible. So I said, I can't give you no Bible. I said, and you used to say when I give Bible to a couple years back. I remember that part. He said, yeah, Miss Knowles, you to give me a Bible, but just I gave it back to you. So I gave him the Bible. And he turned to the Bible and he started to read. I said, oh, you reading that good? He said, Miss Knowles, I want you to know, when you give me the Bible 3 years ago, I could not read. I could not read. And when I keep looking at the pages of the Bible, trying to figure out the words, I still couldn't read. So it take me a long time just by only looking at the words. So I learned to read by looking at the words in the Bible. It's like my mind ended up opening up, and I was able to comprehend the words that I've never learned like that. And I was able to read. This dude read like a professional when he read to me. When I give him the Bible, I didn't really know he can't read. I know he might could read, but not that well, but not can't read. But that's the type of people we have coming to the court a lot, believe it or not. And they graduated from school, believe it or not. And he say, Miss Knowles, I'm a Christian now. This my last time coming to court. I ain't never coming to court no more. My time, what I was supposed to be serving, I get off on all my cases, and my time finishing, I never come to court no more. See, this might be the last time you see me, but I'm a Christian, and I'm going to tell people about the Word of God. So I thank you for giving me that Bible, because I couldn't read, and by looking in that Bible, I am able now to read. I done read that Bible. He said he done read that Bible 3 times. And say the Word of God has opened his heart and his mind, and he see things on a different level. You hear me, people? I have goosebumps. I have told this story not once, a few times, but I'm putting it here. I have goosebumps. You see how powerful the Word of God is? I have goosebumps. This guy tell me he could never have read when I give him that Bible. When I say, give me some Miss Knowles. When he said, give me some Miss Knowles. And he said, by looking at the pages and keep looking at the pages and trying. Say, like, one day all of a sudden, it's like his mind opened up and he started to be able to read the words on the pages. How powerful is God? You see how powerful that is? So that's why I tell you, in my capacity, I'm not just only a worker. I have changed many lives. Okay? And that's why I'm telling my story. I'm not the ordinary worker. And that's why I'm telling my stories, baby. A lot of people say they're Christian, and they can tell you about nobody's lives they had a positive impact on. I'm telling you, people came back to me years and years and years later. There's so many stories I can tell. So I say that to say this. God is so powerful that the mind can't perceive how powerful he is and the things he can do. And that's one of the stories right there. And I've never seen that dude back around the court system ever again. Ever again. But I'm telling you, learn to read from just looking at the pages of the Bible. And by reading the Bible, it gives him a true understanding of himself and the wrong he's been doing, and it changed his heart, his mind, to the point that he said he's going to tell people about the Word of God. Ain't that powerful? Ain't that powerful? I'm saying I got goosebumps telling this story. But that's another one of my stories I have to tell over and out.